Fast Sean could type the longest Harry Potter book in less than a day. No, if only the writer of the Game of Thrones books could type that quickly. Music is usually supposed to be something soothing and positive that relax. Apparently nobody told that to Ben Lee. Ben is a violinist who set out to set the world record for being the fastest in the world and actually managed to take the title with a literally blistering speed of over 13/30 a second, performing Flight of the Bumblebee in just 1 minute and 4 seconds. In contrast to the normal 3 minute and 55 second version, listening to the performance is more like watching a NASCAR race than listening to a piece of classical music. And the sound is so crazy, you gotta hear it to believe it.
Press T return or wireless controller right button to open chat. JTO9 says no I don't.
Oh, dang. Jay, have you played Among Us yet? On like a phone or something?
JTO9 says yet.
Dude, I am basically the best in my entire friend group in real life. All my friends ask me how do I do that so fast, because I killed the entire server in 10 seconds. It felt like, but it was more like a minute. My friends got mad at me for doing it. Where are you?
JTO9 says I did.
Jay, did you know that there was a village near spawn?
JTO9 says I'm in a forest. JTO9 says yeah.
Because I was like, oh, please tell me Jay didn't find it. And then I walked in and, nope, you found it.
JTO9 says follow that.
What do you mean, follow that? Do you have a map?
JTO9 says my course.
I can't follow coordinates.
JTO9 says 607. JTO9 says 63. JTO9 says 478.
Here, come to my chords.
JTO9 says K. Unknown. Unknown conspires.
90.
The no conspire says 200. GTO9 says ALR.
Tell me if you see a big wooden tower. Hey, there's another village. That's kind of cool. Dang it. Ooh. Okay, tell me if you see a big wooden tower.
GTO9 says that one.
Here, build a giant, build straight up in the air. And I'll try and see if I can see it. Are you building a tower? Okay, go to the village by spawn. Okay? Then look over and there'll be another village. Oh, you've already been to this village. But you were recently here because I found a piece of wheat. Do you have a base or no, Jay?
GTO9 is sleeping in a... GTO9 says like...
What? What do you mean, oi? I mean, I know what oi means, but... Are you sleeping by a tower, Jay?
GTO9 says I'm here.
Okay, I'll come there in a minute. Go to bed.
GTO9 says no.
Alright, fine then. Wanna play Call of Duty? Jay.
GTO9 says sure later.
Okay. I just watched freaking 2 zombies make a baby. Jay, are you at the tower that I built? Jay.
GTO9 says come to Bell. GTO9 was blown up by creeper.
Which bell? I see you, Jay. Yes, buddy, buddy, buddy. Hey, golf creeper, creeper. Oh man, so we making a moing with our pickaxe, swinging from. Ay, ay, ay. I will punch you down there. Don't make me. I'll beat you with my spoon. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, let's go to bed. Hurry, hurry. This is my house. Jay. Come on. Come on, get in this house. Jay, get in the house. Jay, come
GTO9
get.
says ha.
Jay, come in the house.
GTO9 is
Screw you, dude. It was my bed.
GTO9 says come.
Jay, so there's this guy that has a crush on this girl in my class in real life, and my mom says he's going places, okay? Because he writes this love letter to her that says, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. Dude. Oh. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your putty is sweet and so are you. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet and so are you. What? Give me a second, Jay. Jay.
TU09 says VMONNNNNNNNN.
I have no clue what that means. Jay, come to me.
TU09 says come.
No, you come. Come here, Jay. Guess you don't want
TU09
diamonds.
says was. TU09 says I'ma go home.
What do you mean? In like IRL or? Okay, I'm following you. Diabetes. Diabetes. Meh. Cows, cows, cows. I ain't no vegan. Jay, stop. Give me a second.
TU09 says come. TU09 says come.
Hold
TU09
on.
says come.
I'm putting these freaking sheep into a hole. Jay! He got asthma. 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 Jay.
TU09 says what?
Wait. Okay, where's your base? Right here? Okay. Easy. Easy.
JTU09 says lip.
Hold on.
JTU09 says up.
I know, I saw you. 'Cause I saw you freaking taking down your giant thing. What grade are you in, Jay?
JTU09 says 6th.
Nice.
JTU09 says help.
What? Okay. Coming. Come on. Go to bed. Before I knew what love was, got my hopes up. Do, do, do.
JTU09 says did F.
What?
JTU09 says lol.
What'd you say, Jay?
What God's name you doing up here alone anyway? Not alone. Got boy too. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a puppy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy.
Yeah, let's kill my dog.
Hi, boy. Hi.
So, what happened with your colony, man? They kick you out?
No, I actually left on my own. Something I had to do.
We stole food, didn't we?
It's a food stealer.
Yeah,
No, I didn't steal any food.
right.
Jay, get out of there. If you don't know, I'm gonna kill you.
JTU09 says noob.
When your day is
Get out.
post-worthy,
Get. Move.
to bother posting. Irish Spring Body Wash. Earn your
Don't go in there.
Piano, he sees an opportunity for competition, setting the record for most piano
So
keys played in
TU09.
a single minute in 2017. Domingos Antonio flew not just the minds of everyone watching, but seemingly also their eardrums. We advise you to turn down the volume, because this melodic record is far from music to my ears. While it might not be a chilling concerto, the record was still set with an insane 824 notes played in a single minute. That's almost 14 notes every second. And with a record that high, Mr. Gomez can likely rest easy, as it doesn't seem that anyone can come close to challenging his title anytime soon. No matter where you come from, it's pretty clear that we can all agree on one thing. Samurais are seriously cool. And Isao Machi is a man who took that well-known reality to heart and dedicated himself to become a
TU09 says
modern-day
me.
samurai, and the fastest one at that. Isao is a lifelong practitioner of the art of the katana, and his practice has made him seem more like a character out of a comic book than the down-to-earth guy he really is. Isao holds too many world records to name here, but among his most impressive are slicing a bullet in midair with a sword, a feat requiring a reaction time of less than a second, and most tatami mats cut in a minute, with a remarkable 87 cuts. Tatami is a material with a thickness similar to human bone, so being able to pull off more than 3 cuts every 2 seconds is truly a superhuman accomplishment, as well as one that should definitely convince you never to get on Isao Machi's bad side. Artists are known to be very meticulous and hard-working people, often putting months and even years into a single work before finishing. As the skills needed to be an artist take years to master, it's pretty easy to assume that all art takes tedious amounts of time to be
Oi,
great.
you thick, you wanna explain to me why you've been gone for like 2 months? Also, I have a kitten too.
You have a play cat?
Her name's Aubrey.
Aubrey to play
I
cat.
think she's cute as fuck.
I think he
Kitty goes,
has.
we'll do this all day for you.
Meow.
Saving the rivers.
play you bitch. Play like a kitty.
Meow.
Stop it, don't claw me. She clawed the frick out of me, man. Hit me. Plus, I can't hear you, so, yeah.
Totally.
Also, you're a mean bitch. I was just trying to help you.
Jay.
Hey, you still there?
Dude, literally,
Jay.
All the shout-outs
dude.
we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next
Jay.
upcoming video as well as the ones prior, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below saying, pick me. Once you're at it, you might as well leave a like too.
Jay. You bike. I'll be the cat.
Sometimes you're quite happily going about your day when you suddenly realize you have absolutely nothing to do. Sure, there's technically always something you should be doing, but those things are usually boring and are best avoided. The people in this video had a bit too much time on their hands, but instead of doing nothing, they decided to do some of the most interesting and unusual things possible. Ready to see them? Let's get it on! Offices are probably the place you're most likely to find yourself with nothing to do, or even find yourself procrastinating on the thing you're meant to be doing. Don't worry, we won't tell your boss. So, what do you do if you find yourself just staring at the wall? Make it less boring. This office has invented post-it note murals. It probably kept these bored office workers busy for hours. It's got everything you need. Plus, you can't get in trouble with the boss like you would if you painted the wall. It takes up hours of your time, and you then have something to look at when you're done. It's simple, but very effective. Dice can be used in any number of time-wasting games. We've all lost a rainy afternoon or two playing Monopoly, but have you ever thought of just using the dice to fill your free time? This man uses dice to build huge portraits, and it's amazing. We have no idea how long it took him to work out how to use the dots on the dice in just the right way to create shading on his portraits, but it must have been hours. They're so good they could almost be photographs. We have no idea how he does it, but we do know it's a great way to spend all his time, even if he never gets to work. If you're bored, why don't you go hiking? It's good for you. Not your cup of tea? Then why don't you take some time to freak out a few hikers? This guy has some amazing talent, which he's chosen to use to blow the minds of passersby. His illusion painting skills are second to none, and putting it out in nature makes it even more interesting. Just as art, it's pretty amazing. But just picture the faces of anyone who walks past without knowing he was there painting that for hours. You have to wonder how many people crawled through the bushes to get a closer look. They'll probably never see the world the same way again after glimpsing the floating tree out of the corner of their eye. Creativity can appear in surprising places, and sometimes the most interesting creatives
Jay, what are you doing?
out of commonplace objects. This Lego wall is already cool just as an interior design statement, but if you know what you're doing,
Fine.
you can find all its hidden rooms with little scenes frozen in time inside them. One is modeled after a nightclub in LA. Another shows a little Lego man being abducted by aliens while his Lego friend takes a selfie in front of it. There's also a paradise room with lights that can change colors. If you keep going, you'll even find a tiny version of the actual house it's in inside it, like Lego Inception. Why? Who knows? But it's pretty cool. Your kitchen's overloaded with time-wasting objects. Try building a complex piece of Pringle art. Or maybe you want to test your sculpting skills by turning a banana into a lifelike Darth Vader. Otherwise, if you're as weird as this person, you could take all the seeds out of a strawberry for no reason at all. Maybe you want to use all your spare time to exercise, but you don't like going to the gym. Or you can't choose between a workout and art. This guy came up with a solution. He makes art by exercising without a gym in sight. He makes snow murals, huge ones, and all he needs to make them is his snowshoes. It takes him about 40,000 steps to make one snow drawing, so he's definitely getting a good workout, and he can only do about 5,000 steps in an hour. That means he can waste a
Jay,
whole
why aren't
day
you
of
building
free
your
time on
house?
just one drawing. So
The
between the
TO9 says
exercise, the
perfect.
art, and the time wasting, this is a multi-benefit hobby. Sitting on the toilet? Try braiding your toilet paper. If you have kids or maybe some housemates that love their arts and crafts, then you have a wealth of time-wasting objects at your disposal. Gather all their pencils and turn them into a huge tower. Or steal just one sheet of paper and spend the next few hours turning it into an intricate hummingbird like this. No, we don't know how. Just wing it. Some people find they have too much time and decide to use it to improve something in the world. Or they do this. This is a road legal sofa car. It's both bizarre and actually quite amazing. Ed China really went all out when inventing it, insisting that it looks like a normal sofa in a living room while still offering all the features needed on a normal car. Anything you can think of that needs to be on a car is hidden there somewhere. Most obviously, the pizza tray is the steering wheel, but everything else has a purpose too. The clock hides a speedometer. The Turkish Delight slides to change gears. The can of Guinness is an old-fashioned fly-off handbrake. The ignition and other essentials are hidden under the specific fabric cover. Imagine riding around on that thing. I can't tell if it's crazy or brilliant. At work? No problem. We have tips for you too. If you're a car mechanic, you can build a gorilla out of tires. Work in the logging industry? You can always aim for perfection. And if you work in construction, you can always build a life-size gorilla out of nails. Or at least you can try. We wouldn't manage it. If we still haven't given you enough ideas about how you can waste your time, here are a few more. First, have a look at what you have lying around your house. You know that annoying collection of coins you have in a bowl or at the bottom of your bag? Try making a sculpture out of them. You might have memories of painting a picture of your family in a spare hour of your childhood. But what if you're an adult with 210 hours to waste? You can still do a portrait of your dad, right? That's what this guy did. He wanted to create a portrait of his dad, but he gave himself a bit of a challenge. He decided to do it entirely out of tiny ink dots. It's an actual art form called pointillism, and it's definitely something most of us don't have the skill or patience to execute. So, 3.2 million tiny dots later, he has an amazing portrait of his dad. Pretty impressive. It's not just office workers that get bored, though. You might have a more dangerous job than someone in accounting, like a job that makes use of heavy machinery. But if you do the same thing every day, you're bound to get tired of it. There's always
The
an opportunity
T09
to
has
use what
changed
you
the
have
blue knife skin.
creatively, though. Why not play tic-tac-toe with construction vehicles? That combines
The T09 says wow.
My old man, like his old man, had a hand that made you walk the line. All the prayers and the Psalms, yeah, the Matthew, Luke, and Johns, and Mama tried. Were for this guy, I was living my life like Saturday night was the last.
The T09 is sleeping in the bed.
Yeah, I'd barely make it there on a call to my
The
hair, took
T09
some
says
water in the parking lot.
the T09 is
I leave the door at the door and slip in the
the ultimate time-wasting game with a giant machine that could potentially cause someone's death. A truly perfect combination and very entertaining. So, you're the kind of person who wastes so much time that you don't bother to do basic things like wash your car. Normal, boring people would wash it when it gets dirty, but there has to be something better to do with it, like learning how to paint with the dust. This guy obviously got so good at dust painting that he moved beyond his own car, and now has to ambush strangers' cars that are innocently parked outside a supermarket. At least he's really good at it. Or who knows how many angry car owners he would have to face on a daily basis. No matter what life throws at you, there's always time for a bit of fun. If you have enough time on your hands, you can do just about anything. And this guy proves it. You like skateboarding, but you're in a wheelchair? No problem. Well, he makes it look like it's no problem. We don't actually know how he does that, but one thing's for sure, he's been practicing a lot. So now we know for certain that if you have the time to practice enough, it really does make perfect, even if the thing you're practicing is supposed to be impossible. Prefer spending money in making art? You might want to turn to this guy for advice. He makes artworks out of dollar bills. It's a shockingly painstaking process, though, because before he can even start making his complex collages, he has to cut up the dollar bills into their tiny component parts using a scalpel. Then he takes hundreds of the tiny pieces and sticks them all back together again into elaborate scenes discussing capitalism and the American dream. It's more than most of us have achieved in a spare hour. Every now and again, you see someone do something useless so well you wish there was an Olympic category for it. Like maybe they can skip stones really far, or clean windows really fast, or perhaps you won an office chair race and think you can go pro. This woman could win gold with her unique and useless skill, broom twirling. She's incredible at it. Any of us mere mortals would hit ourselves in the face with the broom handle on the first flip, but she can handle that broom like she's trained it. Maybe she's a real witch, or maybe that broom is the one from Fantasia. Those are our best guesses, but we'll never know for sure. Ever found an abundance of something in your house? Like 4 bottles of the same spice that you never use except for failed experiments? Or a load of plastic cups left over after that party? We don't know where this guy got all these cups, but we do know that tower is made up of 3,000 of them. It must have taken ages to build, and a lot of patience would have been required. Unfortunately, patience always runs out at some point. He should have paused to come up with a better way to put the last few cups on the top of his pyramid rather than falling off the ladder. Too late now, though. Some people just like building things. Usually life gets in the way of that kind of thing, but off the ladder. Too late now, though. Some people
Jake
just
Paul.
like building things. Usually life gets in the way of that kind of thing, but if you have time to spare and only one spot of land to build on, what do? Just build one house and be done with it? That's crazy. No, houses, as many as you want, or just stack them on top of each other. This is the Goose Creek Tower, and it's been in the making for over a decade now. This beautiful fairy tale house was built without proper blueprints, and it stretches 185 feet into the sky. That's about as many houses you can stack on top of each other before you get into federal airspace in Alaska, where it's built. It offers a 300-mile, 360-degree view of the surroundings and occasionally the northern lights. So it's not hard to see how stacking houses can become a bit addictive. What do you do if you're a whole team of great basketball players but don't have a team to play against? You could just do a normal practice session, but that gets boring when you do it every day. It's probably better to show up instead. This amazing team clearly did put a lot of practice in, but most of that practice probably went into getting this well-orchestrated stunt to run smoothly. One wrong move and players will be landing on top of each other or not jumping at exactly the right moment to catch the ball in midair. They perform it so it looks effortless. Nobody puts a wrong foot the whole way through, and they finish with a bang. That's some very impressive time wasting. Hey, you still there? Well, since you made it this far, here are all the shout-outs we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next upcoming video as well as the ones prior, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below saying, "Pick me." Once you're at it, you might as well leave a like too.
At some point, you've probably experienced something which made you say, it's a small world. But there's some coincidences out there that are so impressive, they deserve a special place in history. Without further ado, here are some more one-in-a-million coincidences you'll have to see to believe. Right behind you. Time can move surprisingly fast, and sometimes we don't realize quite how long it's been since we last saw our loved ones. Photographed the trio in their hometown of Sudbury, promising it would appear in the next edition. Sure enough, Michael's long-lost daughter Lisa, now 31, saw the photo. But on closer inspection, she realized that she was actually in it too. Lisa, now living in Essex, was visiting her mother and had been standing in the exact spot the photo was taken just moments earlier. And they can be seen walking away in the background. At first, Michael thought it was all a hoax, but after meeting weird and wonderful shapes as they group together to protect them.
Jay, where are you?
In 2018, amateur photographer Daniel Biber spent several days photographing these mass aerial stunts over the Costa Brava. But it wasn't until he checked the photos on the computer that he noticed something amazing. In one of the images, thousands of birds seemed to have taken the shape.
Jay.
TU09 says HMMM. TU09 says or did.
No. Jay, there's an Enderman down here. Jay, plug in your mic.
TU09 says no.
No, please. Okay, only when we play Call of Duty. So we can tell each other where the enemies are. That was stupid. Why'd you do that?